So when you hear people talking about, especially life coaches, when you hear them talking about walking on eggshells, so what they're trying to say or they're trying to explain is that sometimes you may have to always be mindful of what you're doing, what you're saying, or the way you're behaving around certain individuals, especially the narcissists. So sometimes you may find yourself having to explain unnecessary situations for no apparent reason. For example, you guys may be familiar with this situation when a narcissist, sometimes they may go ahead and ask you, where did that hair come from? So they may sometimes grab, a certain piece of hair, especially the narcissistic women. If your woman is the narcissist, you may be familiar with that situation whereby sometimes you may find there is one hair, maybe a piece of hair on your, on your clothes. It could have gotten there somewhere. Okay, so there can be two incidents where you may have maybe hugged somebody, or you may have gotten into a bus. You could have sat in a bus or in a public train or whatever, or a taxi or whatever, and you may have ended up with some hair on your clothes. And the narcissist, when you come around, when you enter the house and you come back to them, the very first thing they are going to do, they are going to start looking around for a sign. Should it appear or should it happen that all of a sudden they are seeing this hair on your body, the hair, there's some hair they are seeing on your clothes, that is going to be another problem. Me personally, I've usually been traveling by transport means, okay? And I used to sometimes hop on the bus, or sometimes I could hop on the train, or sometimes I could, hop in a taxi, or sometimes I could, anything public, even the workplace. You could be in a canteen. There's so many women who lose hair, they just keep on losing their hair. And sometimes you may be that person who takes up that seat after that person, and some hair may actually land on your clothes. It does not necessarily mean that because you've seen some hair on somebody's clothes, it doesn't always mean that they've been out cheating. It can just be like that situation when they have just picked up that hair from anywhere, okay? And that is something the narcissist does not want to hear. When a narcissist ever gets any piece of hair on your clothes, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to spend the whole day in a fight. You guys are going to argue for the entire day. They're going to give you a silent treatment. They're going to punish you because you have got somebody's hair on your clothes. And sometimes they're doing this for no apparent reason. And deep in your soul, you know that there was nothing wrong. You have not been cheating. Everything has been okay. Something has just happened and you happen to have some hair on your clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a red flag. If you're a person who is always having to explain those kind of stupid, weird questions from a person who is asking you about some hair that they've accidentally found on your clothes, you're most likely dealing with a very insecure person. So anywhere that you go, they're even worried, maybe this person has gone out and they've been sleeping with somebody, because that's what they do. They are serial cheaters. So most of the time they are going out there and sleeping with everyone, and they always think that everybody is doing the same. That's why you're always finding yourself explaining even the slightest things, such as hair on your body, or sometimes a perfume. Maybe sometimes you could have hugged somebody, maybe a manager or somebody from your workplace, or even sometimes your brothers or your sisters, even sometimes your mother or your dad. And you still have to explain why you have got a certain scent on your body. That is a very big sign that you are dealing with a narcissist, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know if this thing has happened to you in the comment section below. Cheers, guys.